are listening to episode 49 of Behind the BS with special guest KingBrawly. Enjoy. Today's podcast is brought to you by RespawnProducts. RespawnProducts, live to play another day. Check out RespawnProducts.com/MysticMike and get your gaming accessories today. What's up, everyone? Mystic Mike here with Behind the BS, Behind the Broadcasting Software, and today's guest is KingBrawly. How you doing today, King?
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking.
Excellent. So what I'll get you to do first, King, is tell us a little bit about yourself, a little bit about what you do, and then we'll just jump in from there.
Oh, geez. Well, to simplify, I like to say I'm an idiot on the internet. I stream on Twitch, and I also upload to YouTube every once in a while. I'll take a lot of clips that I find funny or hilarious to upload and stuff like that. And generally, I enjoy having goofball moments with friends, making new acquaintances on Twitch.
Nice. I have to say, I didn't know you had a YouTube. I've been lurking on the Twitch, but I didn't know you had a YouTube. I wish I would have. Should have asked you before. I could have checked that out.
No worries. It's the same as my Twitch channel name. So very easy to find, KingBrawly.
KingBrawly. Perfect. How did you come up with the name KingBrawly?
Well, the thing is, it's weird because I don't know if you've ever watched Dragon Ball Z growing up.
Yeah, I sure did.
But of course you can see where my logo, the inspiration, Broly, and I was like, well, because I love Broly so much, but at the same time I can't really infringe on the copyright. Yeah. I'm gonna kind of coin the term KingBrawly and market myself as what I call the derpy saying king. So
I like it. It's always fun to hear how people come up with their names and like the little backgrounds, and it tells a lot about the person, and it also tells a lot about your likes and dislikes.
Oh yeah.
So it's always awesome to hear that.
Like I said, I like to call myself an idiot on the internet. So what better than to go KingBrawly, the derpy saying king?
Exactly. How long have you been streaming for?
I've been streaming for a little bit over 2 years. In August, it will be 3. I just hit a little bit over 3,000 followers.
Oh, nice, GG.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Have you always been on Twitch? Have you tried any other platforms or primarily besides YouTube?
I've streamed a little on Mixer as well, actually.
Oh, okay.
But I found that I like Twitch better because a lot of my friends that are partnered and stuff that have been helping me out whenever I need it, they're all on Twitch, so I don't feel like I could just leave my friends hanging.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. Because you're an affiliate, right? Or partner?
Yes, I am an affiliate. I'm working on partnership.
Well, what are the requirements for partnership on Twitch?
You need to have at least 500 hours streamed a month. You have to have the minimum average of 75 viewers a stream monthly, and that's just about it.
That's about it. Now, is that an automatic thing? Like, I know with the affiliate, they just send you an email once you hit all the marks. Is it the same with partner, or do you have to actually apply for it?
You have to apply for the partnership.
Okay.
I pretty much meet all the requirements except the 75 viewer concurrent viewership, so
that's a lot too, eh?
Oh yeah, it really is. Especially with how many people are on Twitch, it's kind of hard to do it, but it's hit or miss because some people enjoy a certain game, some people enjoy something else. So my views fluctuate quite a bit.
And what games do you primarily play on Twitch?
I play a little bit of everything, but I've recently been playing a lot of Risk of Rain 2, Minecraft. I also play Rainbow Six Siege. What else do I play? I also play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords, because I also like RPGs.
Yeah.
My tastes in games range from everything from like an RPG all the way to like a Universal Sandbox kind of game.
Oh, nice. It's nice to have that wide variety, though.
Oh, yeah. Because there's so much you can choose from.
Oh, yeah.
That you enjoy to play. And if you're having fun, most likely the people who watch you playing that game, having fun,
Oh, exactly.
will also enjoy it.
It's like we always say, the book is the game and the line is you.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you play Minecraft. I love Minecraft. My son got me so hooked on that game that's probably like the one game I'm most known for is Minecraft. When you play, do you mostly do survival or creative?
I do mostly survival. I also play on a lot of multiplayer servers like Hypixel. Me and my friends just hopped into Wingcraft, which is a multiplayer server, but it's based off of RPG.
Yeah. How is that?
I just recently, it's pretty good. Like I said, I just started playing it the other day, and I've been enjoying it quite a bit.
I know I seen it pop up on my feed not too long ago, and because I'm a huge RPG nut as well, and I like the MMOs. And I seen that, and I was like, that looks like something I could like get lost in for days and days and days.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And the fact that you bring up MMOs, oh man, my childhood, all those wasted years.
I tell me about it. World of Warcraft vanilla. Oh man. I miss the old World of Warcraft, although I still play it. It's kind of my guilty off-stream pleasure that I still indulge in.
Nothing wrong with that at all. I still indulge in it too.
Exactly.
There's actually a private private server called Project Ascension, which is vanilla WoW.
Now is that the official one, or is that the one that keeps getting shut down?
I think it's the official one because it hasn't been shut down at all since I've been playing it.
I'm gonna have to check it out then, because I remember WoW talking about bringing one out, because I mean we've all been requesting it for like 10 years at least.
Oh yeah.
So it's about time, because I mean as much as it was a grind, it was also so rewarding when you completed those raids or you got that like legendary weapon or whatever. You're like, yes, it might have took me 3 months and 15 hours a day, but I finally did it. Whereas now you just buy the game and you're like, here, press this button for an extra $5. You can level up and get raid ready gear and go into it.
I'm like, what about my childhood? I spent all this time grinding for this.
Exactly.
Now I feel so lost.
Exactly.
But what's actually nice about Project Ascension is they're capping it out at the Burning Crusades expansion. That's good. And they're not going any further than that expansion. So,
see, I wouldn't mind if they went as far as the Wrath of the Lich King, because that was pretty much.
No, I take that back. It is the Wrath of the Lich King. That's why they're cutting it off. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Because I found after that it kind of went downhill a bit.
Yeah, it did.
Just recently, like the last two, I kind of enjoyed. Not as much as vanilla, obviously, but the newer ones they're coming back.
Yeah, the Legion and Battle for Azeroth are pretty good. I enjoy those.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get on after now. I haven't played it in like 3-4 weeks, but
same. And I'll send you the link to Project Ascension so you can download it and all that.
Yes, please do.
Make it easier for you.
Yes,
not a problem.
I have to say one thing I do like about it now is where you can play on any server you want and still play with your friends. Whereas before, like you had to pay, I think, what was it, like $15 or something, $20 to switch servers.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Yeah. And I spent a lot because you could get into these different guilds and they're like, well, we're all on Shadow. Oh, okay, well, let me just pay the $20 and switch over there. And then you meet another guild and they're like, oh, we're all on this one now. Okay, well, let me spend the $20 and go to that one now. And
yep.
Like, come on.
That was a nightmare.
Yeah, the amount of money I spent just on that alone. And I like the fact now, too, that you can actually buy a subscription with in-game gold.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
But my question for you is...
Yes.
Horde or Alliance?
I have both, but I primarily play Alliance.
Oof.
I know.
Oof, that hurts my soul.
I know. I get a lot of flack with it. I've always been big on playing the good guy in the games until recently. Recently, I started trying to play the bad guys. But when I started, it was like, I got to be the Alliance. And
I've always been the good guys, but when it comes just purely to WoW, it's always been the Horde because I love the Taurens.
Well, they have such cooler characters all around. Like, it's just, and their cities are cooler looking. Like,
yeah,
everything about the Horde is awesome. But it's just, for me, it was so hard. Like, I think I made a, what was my character? I can't even remember now. I haven't played it in so long. I like Horde side anyway in so long. I think I just made an orc is all I made, to be honest with you. And I think the only reason I ever used it anyway was for auction purposes.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. But
quite a few people have done that. I can attest to doing that myself.
Yeah, that or the big thing was using it as a spy right before doing the big raids on the cities.
Oh yeah.
Back when you don't see that as much now as you used to, but
oh no,
that was the big thing. I remember. I don't know if you remember the big wedding that got crashed and everyone got slaughtered. Yeah, that was awesome.
That was very awesome.
What is your favorite thing about streaming?
Interacting with people, like, and this kind of goes back to what my grandfather told me when I was little, before he passed away. His last words to me, which always stuck with me, and now it's becoming full circle. He said, no matter what you do in life, you're always gonna bring a smile to people's faces.
Yeah.
And I really didn't think about it that much, but as I began streaming and I've had people say, hey, you're a funny dude, I enjoy watching you. And it started clicking. And it just kept inspiring me to keep doing it.
That is awesome. I like that. That is like, what was your inspiration to start streaming?
I watched a few streamers like the Haley Baby. She's an awesome streamer. I don't know if you know the Terrorizer on YouTube. He's got a little bit over 1 million subscribers, but his girlfriend streams Dr. Disrespect, and those three were my main inspirations because seeing how they interacted with everyone, the communities that they've built, and how positive and easygoing everything was, I began thinking to myself, what if I did something like that?
Yeah. That is awesome.
And since I started doing it, I actually got to meet two of my inspirations. And one of them I actively talk to. She constantly shouts me out to her followers whenever she sees me in chat. And I don't ask for it, but I appreciate it. Because I'm like, hey, I looked up to her. I actually got to tell her that to her face. And she almost cried and gave me a hug. So
that is so awesome. I can't wait. I'm going to my first con for E3 in June. And I can't wait to meet some people. Like we've been talking over the internet for so long, and I'm like, I cannot wait to actually put a body to the face.
Oh yeah, nothing wrong with that at all.
No, and on the topic of shout outs too, I don't know about you, but I cringe every time. Like I appreciate it, but it's one of those things. It's like, no, you're taking away. This is your show. Don't shout me out.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I'm like, I appreciate it, but at the same time, I'm like, you don't get to shout me out. And she's like, no, you've been kind to me. I actually met you. You're an awesome person. I want to shout you out. And so I said, thank you. I'm no longer going to say, no, you don't have to, but it still kind of makes me feel a bit uncomfortable because, like I said, I'm like, I don't go and send my viewers to watch you just for a shout out. I don't support you just for a shout out. I support you because you're a cool person. Exactly.
And I think that's probably why she keeps doing it, because she knows that you're being genuine. You're not just riding coattails, so to speak, as you see sometimes.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely a lot of people that do that, and it kind of pisses me off.
Yeah. It's one of those things, because they just haven't learned yet, like, the proper way of networking. They think that, I'll just come in and I'll keep chatting with this guy, and if I chat with him, well, he's gotta shout me out. He owes it to me. I chatted with him. I brought my viewers to him. He's gotta.
Exactly. No, like I said, I'm not that type of person. I don't go and raid someone expecting a shout out. If I like the person, I'm gonna go and raid them.
Exactly.
Or I'm gonna talk with them off stream, which I tend to do quite a bit. So it is what it is.
Oh no, exactly. And it's just one of those learning things people have to learn. And sometimes they learn the hard way, and as long as they learn.
It's give and take. It's give and take.
Yeah.
Like, you got to build the friendship with someone, and you don't have to demand that shout out. You build a friendship, and then if they decide to shout you out, then it's on them. So you give of yourself, and then you take, because at that point they're like, hey, this person's cool, they're genuine, I'm gonna shout them out. And that's when you take and be like, okay, thank you.
Exactly.
And that's the way it should be, but it hardly is.
Everyone falls victim to that follow for follow trap, and the whole I support you, well, you should support me. Well, no. Support's a two-way street, yes, but it's not demanded, it's earned.
Exactly.
No. Now with streaming, no, go ahead.
I stand by that statement 100%. You're absolutely right. Because I've had a few people come in and like, hey, you should host me after you're done streaming. I'm like,
who are you?
No. I'm like, I appreciate you coming in to watch the stream, but I'm not going to host you because you just popped in and said, hey, you should host me.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those things too, because I get people sometimes will be like, oh, can you host so-and-so? He's a really good friend of mine. I'll be like, well, I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll check them out, see if they'll be a right fit for my community, see if I'll like them. I don't want to go in blindly, because I run somewhat of a family-friendly stream because my son watches me quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't want to go be like, all right, we're going to host so-and-so because so-and-so said he's good, and then go in there and then the guy's like, F this, F that, S this, boom, boom. And I'll be like, oh, man, this is not, sorry, guys, my bad. At the end of the day, you're vouching for this person. So, and I always make a point. I will check out anyone that anyone recommends, and I'll be honest with them. No, I don't like the content. It doesn't meld with my community. Or let's do it.
Exactly. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. Like me, myself, I always put it mature rating because I do swear. Yeah. But I tend to cater to more people like 17 and up. That's why. I don't try to be family friendly because I know that's not how I enjoy the content that I make. Yeah. Because with the kind of content that I make, when it comes to me acting the way I do, it's all about timing. Like if a certain thing happens, like my friend saw something, I'll make a joke and it will be a raunchy joke, but it's all about timing. And it's more like slapstick comedy. Like Leslie Nielsen, if you've ever watched Dracula Dead and Loving It, stuff like that. That's the kind of thing that I try to go for. It doesn't always work out, but at the same time, I still enjoy it. So,
are you guys? I know, like on Mixer, we can stream on teen and still swear. Is it the same with you guys, or do you have to be on mature to swear?
We can, but when we're playing games like really bloody games like Grand Theft Auto, I tend to put it on mature.
Yeah. I think it's the same with us. They'll actually come into the channel if you're playing, because I've seen people they'll put like Call of Duty on teen, even though it's rated mature, or maybe not Call of Duty. Call of Duty. But they'll actually, staff will come in and actually switch your rating, because they'll be like, no, hey, here's a whisper. This game is rated 18 or 17 plus. You got to put it on mature. Oh, okay, cool, thanks.
Yeah, that's what I try to do. Like if I'm playing a game like Minecraft, I'll put it on for everyone. But I'll even say, like, if there's anyone who is not above the age of 16, do not swear. Yeah. If you hear me swear, don't follow my example, because that would be very terrible. Yeah. And only when you're old enough to swear will it be okay. And don't ever do it in front of your parents or someone in a position of authority, because that's going to be disrespectful to them. And it can cause issues. That's why I said, if you do swear around your friends. Don't do it in front of adults if you're a teenager, because to me that's stupid.
Yeah, it's disrespectful, and it's going to get you in more trouble than good.
Yeah, and that's what I try to warn people to do. So I try to at least be somewhat responsible. Yeah. In how I conduct myself when I swear, but it doesn't always work out that well, because some people are going to do what they do.
Exactly. I mean, as long as you put out that warning or whatever, or that public announcement, I mean, that's the best you can do. I mean, what they do with it afterwards, you've done your due diligence. Yeah. On that type of subject anyway. We know like with streaming, we're going to get trolls, negativity. It's going to come. I mean, it happens. What do you do when you're confronted with such things? And what advice would you give to new streamers on how to deal with it?
But when it comes to trolling, I tend to laugh it off. I mean, when I first started doing it, I did feed the trolls, and that was the worst thing I ever did. And we all do it at one point.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm like, I'll chuckle and I'll be like, yeah, you're right. And then I'll say something that completely disarms them. I'm like, I'll make a funny comment at their expense when they're not even expecting it.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, oh, this guy's got some barbs. Maybe I shouldn't try messing with him. Because then they'll see, yeah, I can take it. But at the same time, I'm not afraid to dish it out.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't mess with the guy who can dish it out back at me.
Oh, exactly. And not only that, but with you dishing it back out at them, you have the backing of all your viewers because they're there with you. So not only is he getting you, now he's getting everyone else as well. So then it's like, okay, I'm done.
It's a landslide at that point.
Yeah. Exactly. And a lot of times, that's all it takes is disarming them that way, just by giving it back to them. And then they're going to be like, some of them might be like, oh, I like this guy. He can give it. And then you might have a lifelong follower from there. Point. Yeah.
Exactly.
Which is awesome.
Ironically, that's actually happened to me quite a bit. Like, someone will say something, and I'll make a little joke. I'm like, yeah, you're right. And then I'll say, oh, so like your mom or something like that. And then they're like, oh, damn. I can appreciate a guy saying something like that to try to brush it off.
Yeah.
And then they'll follow me. I'm like, thanks.
I just made your mom joke and you're following. Okay, cool. Just like your mom last night. No.
Exactly. It's stuff like that. It's very disarming.
It definitely is, yeah. And I mean, sometimes that's all you got to do. Is there anything that when you started out streaming that you know now that you wish you could go back and tell yourself?
Oh, yeah. Don't try going into other well, we've already covered this topic about kind of going into other people's chats and promoting yourself.
Yeah.
But I wasn't the type of person that demanded it. I'd be like, hey, I just finished streaming. And they're like, hey, we appreciate you rating. Don't talk about your stream. And so I learned to stop doing that. And I just wish I could go back and say, don't ever talk about your stream.
Yeah.
After you raid that person, because that can kind of piss them off.
Yep. That's what I always say to everyone. I was like, I don't mind if you talk about your stream if I say, hey, how was your stream? Or what did you stream today? Or like a lot of times what we'll do in my channels, we'll do like a shout out where I'll just be like, hey, throw your hands in the air of your streamer. Let's follow each other. Tell me about your stream. And like, I'll just give them the platform. And then it kind of makes it so I don't get that as much where people just come in and they're like, hey, I stream this. You should check me out sometime. And I'll be like, yeah, you know what you're actually doing is self-advertising.
Exactly.
If you stick around and get to know me, you'll know that I give you an opportunity to self-advertise because at the end of the day, I feel that if we all work together, it's better for the platform than working against each other kind of thing.
Exactly. And sadly, Twitch hasn't caught up with that yet. There's still a lot of people that are against working together. And
you're going to get those people because some people have that mentality where they look at it, and I mean, it is a business per se, but they look at it as if they have to be number one. They have to be the best. They get a step on everyone because they want to be the number one business in that field. But at the same time, if you rise up and bring like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 100 people with you, it's better for the platform because now you have more people to work with. Oh, yeah, because also you're going to be getting their viewers to watch you as well. Exactly. Because it's going to be benefiting you, and it's also going to benefit them because they're going to be in the scopes of your viewers, and their viewers are going to be in your scopes as well. Exactly. And like the saying goes, it's lonely at the top. Well, exactly. Bring some people with you, and you're not going to be alone. Exactly. No, I love that. For myself, my father is the one who really got me into video games. Like we would play the old Super Mario Brothers on the NES, like all the time. Oh, hell yeah. For yourself, who was it that got you into gaming, or what got you into gaming?
My entire family, actually, because we had a Super Nintendo and an Atari. And at the age of like 3 or 4, I would play the Atari with my mom and dad, playing Pac-Man, Galaga, stuff like that. And then when my brother turned like 6 or 7 for Christmas, they got us the Super Nintendo, and we played Super Mario World, stuff like that, Mortal Kombat. And my mom is an absolute Mortal Kombat lover.
Really?
Yeah, she always would be like, I would be yelling at my brother for constantly beating me. She would walk in, she'd be like, Jake, can you hand me the controller? I'd be like, okay, Ma. And she would beat my brother.
That is so awesome. Is she playing the new one?
No, she wants to play it. I showed it to her. She's like, you gotta download it on your computer, because I just built my PC to stream a couple of years ago, and mainly stream on PC now. So nice. I told her, once I get Mortal Kombat 11, you're more than welcome to play it. And her eyes lit up the minute I said that.
That is all. You have to do a stream with your mom. You versus your mom.
Yeah. That's what I plan on doing.
I would tune in for that in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, Mama Brawly is awesome. I call her Mama Brawly on stream.
That's awesome. I like that. Everyone calls my mom Mystic Nanny, just because we just recently had a daughter. So everyone's like, Mystic Nanny. I'm like, yep, sure.
Hey, it works.
It does, yeah.
And it's all in good fun.
It is. Oh, exactly. It's better than, I wouldn't say her real name on air, because not that it would matter.
I would never say my mom's real name on air either.
No, yeah.
Because, especially with like trolls and stuff.
Yep, exactly. And I know my mom's name. I could think of a few rhymes that could go with it.
I could too.
Yep.
Well, actually, not really. It's a kind of a weird name.
Oh, my mom's, it's not too, it's kind of normal, but I could just think of something. Well, I can remember back in elementary school picking on the girls that you had crushes on and stuff, and I could think of a few names. Sorry, Mom, nothing, I love you. What would you say is the biggest technical issue you ran across after hitting the live button?
Internet shorting out and getting disconnected from OBS.
Oh, that's the worst.
Oh yeah, it happens periodically, but like it will instantly reconnect, so I'm not too upset about it.
Oh, that's not too bad then. I know we were having huge issues not too long, almost a year ago now actually, where they were updating all the fiber optics in our area, and the internet would just drop, come up, drop, come up, drop, come up. And then I use Slobs, and Slobs is the whole reconnecting thing, and it takes forever, and then it freezes up on me, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, no. I'm like, okay, close it. And then by the time I get reconnected, boop, internet drops again, and I'm like, But it's always fun to hear some of the stories, because I heard one where a guy, he said he did a whole, I think he said he was on for 2.5 hours, didn't realize he forgot to select Mixer on the restream, and was only streaming the one platform, I think Facebook it was. And
oh no.
And he didn't know, because he didn't have the browser open. So he's sitting here going for 2.5, 3 hours, he said, just chatting away. And then he's like, the whole time, I'm like, no one's talking. It says no viewers. He's like, what's going on? I'm like, usually this is my busy day, da da da. And then he decided to bring his browser up to see if maybe there was status issues, like if the internet was down or like the API was down. Brings it up, and he's not even live. He's like, what? He's like, I've been playing 2.5 hours of a game with nobody watching.
Yeah, that happens.
Oh yeah. I think the worst for me is just forgetting to turn off my voice mod, and I sounded like a little 5-year-old girl on it, and no. People just kind of like, it sounds like, I think it's this voice here.
So I kind of sounded like this.
For like a good, I think they let me go for about 45 minutes, and then finally someone was like, we gotta let you know, Mike, you got your voice mod on. I'm like, oh my God. I look down, I'm like, see the light on? I'm like, yep, I sure do. I'm like, thanks guys. Thanks.
What program do you use?
I'm using the actual Go LXR, the standalone mixer. It's the new one that was like they like premiered it at TwitchCon this past fall. It's like,
oh wow,
it's amazing. It you hook up your Goal XR mic to it. It's got 4 sliders on it to control whatever you want. So I have like my mic controlled on it. I have our party chat right now controlled on it. Then I can do like my game separately, my music separately. I control them all individually, awesome. And then it has like all these pre-built voice mods into it, or you can actually play around and create your own. So you can have like I have one that sounds like a comms, like a radio comms from the military. I have one that sounds like a Dracula type voice. It's even got the auto tune option, so you can like put on, it'll auto tune to the music, so you can have it so you can start singing to the music, and it'll auto tune your voice to match the music tone. It's really cool.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
It was developed by Twitch streamers. Actually, they got a hold of like a lot of Twitch partners and sat down with them and like said, "Hey, what do you guys want in a mixer?" And this is what they came up with, and it's amazing.
Sounds like I'm gonna have to pick one of those up.
The only thing, it is a little pricey. I think they don't even sell them in Canada yet, which it's made by a Canadian company, and I'm like, I have to buy it on Amazon.com. I can't even buy it locally anywhere. And they're like, well, it's just we haven't released it internationally yet. I'm like, but you released it in the States, not in Canada. But anyway, I ended up paying, I think it was like $600 Canadian. So I think it's around like 400 US around there. Yeah,
it sounds about right.
Yeah, but to me, it's probably the best upgrade I've made to my streaming setup, because the amount of stuff you can do with it. It even has a built-in sampler, so you can be talking and then hold down the sample button and record what you're saying or the music, and then you can just like edit it on the fly with the software and shorten it, so I could be like, oh yeah, and just have, okay, I only want to say the yeah, and I could just hit there over and over and be like, yeah, and like it's just the stuff you can do is amazing. Awesome. I would highly recommend checking it out.
I'm gonna have to pick one up, like I said, because in the next few months I'm gonna be getting a new mic, so I'm definitely gonna have to pick that up.
Oh yeah, definitely, and it will work with a USB mic too. Like I had it originally with my Yeti mic before I got the Audio Technic one, and it'll work with either or. So I wouldn't worry too much about what kind of mic you get for it if you do go with the mixer, but I would highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun to play with. It's even got a beep button if you want, so I could be like, shut the up.
That's awesome. That is actually awesome. I'm gonna have to definitely get that now so I can mess with people.
That's all I did for the first little while. I would just sit there and I'd be like, hey everyone, what the beep is going on, you mother beepers? And I'm just, everyone's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know, I'm just having fun. Let's play with it.
Yeah, I think my viewers would enjoy something like that. I'll definitely have to invest in that.
Oh, definitely. And it sells out quick because they only put out so many a month, and they like it pre-ordered. Like it took me, I pre-ordered mine in December and I didn't get it until February.
Oh wow!
Yeah, because they're selling like hotcakes.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Yeah,
especially with what you're telling me about it, I don't doubt that one bit.
Oh, it's amazing. I would definitely even just check out some of the reviews some of the like Twitch and Mixer streamers did for them. Like they're just so fun to watch, just the reviews alone, because they play around with the because it even has dials on board for gender, echo, pitch, and reverb, so you can adjust everything on the fly if you want. So you can turn up your reverb all the way, turn up your echo. Like it's just the amount of stuff you can do is amazing.
It definitely sounds like it.
But we'll get back on track. Do you have any pre-stream rituals that you do before that gets you pumped up, ready to go, or do you just kind of hit live and say, I'm here?
I'll put on like the starting soon screen, and then I'll put on some music. I mainly listen to a lot of like rock and metal stuff that gets the blood pumping, because especially like when I'm working out, I want to feel energetic and alive. So I listen to a lot of stuff like Falling in Reverse, Metallica, Avenged Sevenfold, stuff like that really gets your blood pumping and helps you focus. And then as soon as I turn off that starting soon screen, I'm like, hey guys, how are you? And I'm all pumped up. I'm ready to go. And it also gets the viewers pumped up too, because a lot of my viewers don't normally listen to the kind of music that I listen to.
Yep.
So then when they hear like the drums and like the guitars, they're like, oh, this is dope. This is really good. I'm pumped up. And then they're like, hey, what's that band? And it it brings me a little bit closer to my viewers too, because then we're all sharing. We're also getting bonding over music as well. So that's like my ritual pre-stream.
That is awesome. I like that, and it is such a good way because everyone can relate to music. Like, and it doesn't even matter the genre. Everyone is going to relate to some sort of music.
Oh yeah. No, depending on the song, like the message behind the song.
Yeah.
People can relate to it.
Yep, 100%.
And that's why I try to play a lot of songs that people can relate to and get them pumped up and excited for the stream.
Blood flowing.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Because if people are just like, hey, and then they're not very energetic or excited, kind of feels monotonous.
Yeah.
I want things to feel more lively because I want to be interacting with people who enjoy the interaction.
Exactly, yeah. Because, I mean, the way I always look at it is like I'll watch my VODs and I'll be like, okay, was I pumped up? Was I ready to go? I was like, and it's like, well, if I didn't enjoy watching myself, would someone else enjoy watching it?
Exactly. And that's how I look at myself as well. Yeah.
No, that's awesome. What would you say is the number one reason most people fail to make it at streaming? And what advice would you give them?
The lack of consistency and the lack of drive. Like, people will get disheartened because, they didn't get this many viewers or this many followers. So they become disheartened and they'll eventually drop off. My best advice is no matter what you're doing, don't think about the numbers.
Yep.
Because if you enjoy streaming, people will come and see that. They'll follow you because they enjoy that energy you give off and that personality you're putting out there for people to see. Because if you put yourself out there for someone and they can relate to you as a person, they're going to be like, hey, I want to follow this person. I want to support them.
Yep, exactly. I think that was the biggest stress reliever I ever did was shutting off viewer count and chatter count. And now it's just all about the game and interaction.
Oh, yeah.
The way I look at it is it shouldn't matter if there's 0 or 1,000 people in your chat. Stream the same way.
Exactly.
Be loud. Well, maybe not be loud. Be yourself, obviously, but be true to yourself and be active. Be hype. Be chatting. Even if you're just describing what you're doing in the game. Even if it's just simple as I'm picking up this rock now and I'm gonna put it in my pocket and then you can go from there and monologue from there. Oh, why am I putting it in my pocket? I don't know. And it's just, I don't know. It's entertaining.
Yeah, it is. Especially when me and my friends almost broke Risk of Rain 2 yesterday.
How did you do that?
Having like almost 40 something drones with us. Like everything was lagging so bad. Mm-hmm. All you can see was like explosions on the screen. People are like, what's going on? And you just hear me and my friends yell like, oh my God.
That is terrible. That is awesome. That's kind of like when Minecraft, when people spawn so much stuff and you can't do anything.
Like, and it's all about having fun too.
100%. If you're not having fun, what's the point?
Exactly.
Yeah. We could get on to a couple non-stream related questions, some fun ones here.
Okay.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be, and how would you use it?
The power of geez, that's a tough question.
Anything at all? I would
probably say the power of flight.
Yeah.
Because if my family or friends needed me, I could just fly to them, and I wouldn't have to deal with driving in the middle of traffic, that kind of thing. I could just fly from point A to point B. It would be a lot faster.
100%. No traffic, nothing to worry about but the birds in the sky. And
exactly.
Get to anywhere you want. Save on all those plane tickets.
Exactly.
No, I like that one. Next one is kind of another fun one. If you could have a genie grant you 3 wishes right now, what would you wish for and why?
Probably less hate, because there's a lot of hate in the world. I want things to be more positive. I want people to feel that they don't have to hide who they are. And a lot of people do that, and it's a shame.
Yeah.
And I would wish to end world hunger because I don't want people suffering. I don't want children starving, stuff like that. And also, I would wish to cure for all diseases to be cured because no one should have to suffer. No one should have to be in pain for a major part of their lives or have to go through certain treatments and waste money for something that may not even work.
Yeah, exactly. No, I like those. Those are all like really awesome, selfless wishes.
That's always been my mindset because before I started streaming, I actually wanted to be a doctor.
Oh, cool.
And I was going to medical school for that, and I ended up giving it up because of how stressful it is. And I don't think I could handle all that stress.
Yeah, no, I know my mom's a nurse, and I know some of this, and she works primarily in like the older folks wards where they're pretty much they're ready to go. And she tells me some stories sometimes, and I'm like, I don't think I could handle that.
Oh no.
No. What other off-stream hobbies do you have, and how did you get into them?
Off-stream hobbies, I love music. I've been playing the drums since I was 14.
Nice.
I picked up a set of drumsticks at my friend's house, and on the radio, Afterlife by Avenged Sevenfold came on, and I actually played it beat for beat by ear, and my friend's like, holy shit, I did not know you could play the drums. And going into high school, I told my mom, I'm like, I want to do music. I want to learn how to read and write music. I want to learn drums. I want to learn all the technical stuff. And I continued that up into my junior year. I did jazz band. I was in the drum line.
Oh, wow.
All that stuff. And I also am now learning how to play guitar. I actually do that on stream as well. I play Rocksmith, and I'm learning quite a few songs and learning the fundamentals on guitar.
How is Rocksmith for learning? Like, is it?
It's pretty good, actually. They have like a lot of game modes that teach you the fundamentals with like chords, chord progression, how to read.
Yeah, and
it's very user friendly too.
Because it's one I've been looking at for a long time. Because like my brother plays guitar like crazy, and I'm like, I'd like to learn too. And because my grandfather played, and I have his classical guitar, and it'd be nice to be able to play it. Is it? Do you just you need an electric guitar to play it, right? Or some kind of guitar also, that.
If you have like an acoustic with a cord that you can connect to it, you can use the acoustic as well.
Okay, and then you just plug that into. I'm guessing it comes with like a mixer to hook up to the system.
You have to pay for the cable separately.
Okay.
And it's called a real tone cable, and it's like an actual cable that you would plug into an amp, but one end's a USB for the system or a computer.
Okay, and then it just picks up the vibration of the chords, I guess, or the strings, I guess, as you're playing. It's so cool how they can do that now.
Yeah, it's insane.
Now, do you have to? Is it like Rock Band in that where you have to buy the songs you want to learn, or does it come with a base set of songs?
It comes with the base set of songs, and then you have to pay for DLC.
Okay.
But there's also a way where you could download custom songs people have charted.
Oh, really?
Yep, but you have to buy one song to be able to download all those songs.
Oh, okay.
So you would only have to pay like the $2.99 for one song, and then you could download whatever people chart.
Oh, that's not bad then. $3. Oh, no. That's nothing.
Oh no.
That is cool. I'm gonna have to look into it more seriously then, because I wasn't sure. Because I was like, if it's just like Guitar Hero where it's not gonna teach me true chords and stuff. I was like, I don't want to waste the money on a guitar and everything.
It teaches real chords.
Okay, you got me sold. I'm gonna have to try it out. I'll have to let Rocksmith know that KingBrawly sent me.
Oh, do it, man.
Oh, I will.
Hey, next time I stream it, stop by. I'll let you know when I do it.
Yes, definitely hit me up with a DM and let me know because I definitely want to check it out and see how it is. Have you ever streamed your playing drums on stream either?
No, I actually don't have a drum set anymore. So, in the next couple months, I will be getting a electronic kit. So I'm going to be streaming covers and teaching the fundamentals of how to play.
Nice.
Proper way how to do like a drum stroke and how you properly hold the drumsticks and the correct way to play, like keeping your muscles loose, not tightening up your hands, because that also builds up a lot of drummers when they don't keep themselves loose when they're playing. They'll eventually really mess up their hands and they'll have arthritis.
Oh, yeah, I bet, yeah.
So I want to teach people who are wanting to learn the proper do's and don'ts.
Yeah. That'd be I would probably tune in for that too, to be honest with you. I like the music streams I find are so entertaining. Is that a big thing on Twitch too? I know Mixer
they
have a whole section for it. Yeah? Okay, that's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, definitely DM me next time you're playing Rocksmith because I will jump in no matter where I'm at and watch it. Unless I'm driving, of course, but...
Oh, of course. I'm actually going to be doing it tonight because tonight is my night of streaming as well. I stream Monday through Saturday.
Monday through Saturday?
I try to stream Monday through Saturday, I should say.
I hear you. Life happens. I try to stream every day, but we have one in almost 2 months. Well, it should be 2 months today, actually. So it's a little bit hard sometimes because sometimes you get those like 3, 4, 5 a.m. feedings, and I'm like looking at the clock at 8 a.m. and I'm like, I should be live right now. No, sorry guys, baby calls.
That's understandable. Yes. Duty calls.
Exactly. Family first. Always family first.
Oh yeah.
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live and why?
I'd probably say if I could live anywhere, it would be California, because with how big the industry is growing and how everything is in California, and plus I also have family out in California. I would love to be closer to them.
Plus, then get away from all the snow.
Yeah. But then again, I'd be trading snow for wildfires.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. See, I get the best of both here because we get the wildfires every summer, and then we get the snow every the next 8 months of the year, basically.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Now you're from Chicago. Are you a hockey fan?
Of course, Blackhawks all the way.
Blackhawks all the way. Nice. My whole channel is all hockey themed. Like everything has to do with hockey. Like I'm Canadian, so I kind of have to.
You have to live up to the reputation.
Exactly. Yeah. I have people come in. They're like, "Oh, Canadian, eh?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "You like hockey?" Of course I do. I have to. I was bred to.
Exactly.
No, that is awesome. Chicago, I don't. What's going on with them?
I don't know. It's hit or miss.
Yeah.
Like one season they'll be really hot, and then one they'll be ice cold. It's terrible.
It is, yeah.
It makes me want to rip my hair out because Chicago, born and raised, I represent all Chicago teams.
Yeah.
Which is ironic because the crosstown classics between the Cubs and the White Sox, the old rivalry. But if any team's from Chicago, I'm going to support them no matter what.
Yeah, gotta support the home team.
Exactly.
Yeah, me, I'm a huge Canadians fan, and I get a lot of flack for that. But
I don't doubt it.
That's what I was born. My dad's a huge Canadians fan. Most of his family are Canadians fans. It was that or Leafs fan because my mom's side is all Leafs fans, and I'm like, I can't cheer for the Leafs. No. Nothing worse.
You were stuck between the rock and a hard place with that one.
Exactly. But I'm happy with my choice. I've rooted for them through the thick and thin, and it just right now it kind of sucks because they're going through that rough patch too, and then the Leafs are doing good, so I'm getting a lot of flack from Leafs fans because we've been giving it to them for 40 years, 50 years.
Yeah.
But I could talk hockey for hours and hours.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
No, I love it. I think I'm gonna have to do a hockey panel one day, maybe next year when the hockey season starts.
Oh hell yeah! I'm more of a football fan than a hockey fan, but I still enjoy hockey.
The Bears.
Oh, of course, the Bears.
I won't even tell you who my team is because I get a lot of flack for that too.
Green Bay.
Hell no. I'm a Patriots fan since the 90s.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. I get a lot.
But I would have been a little bit more upset if you said Packers.
No, yeah, not a Packers. I have a buddy of mine who's a Packers fan, and when Aaron Rodgers went down, I was like, on.
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, oh, your star quarterback. What's going on? You guys were supposed to like go to the Super Bowl this year, and he's like, shut up.
Yeah, that's what I did to my friend because he's a diehard Packers fan. I'm like, so about Rodgers now, and he's like, shut up, man.
Yep. And he bugged me all season. He's like, well, the Patriots are washed up. They're old now. I'm like, hey, man, yeah, but they're still playing good. Well, I guarantee you they won't win another Super Bowl. I'm like, well, we'll see what happens come Super Bowl time. And then Super Bowl comes, didn't hear a word for like a week. I'm like, hey, Justin, you're awfully quiet. Football's over. Doesn't matter anymore. I'm like, okay. I'm like, hey, man, I'm shocked that you are. Like, I didn't think, like, I thought they were kind of getting ready to throw in the towel now, but I'm not going to complain. I think it's coming, though, now that Gronk's gone. But I do have one more question for you. Kind of a deep one. It's kind of a two-parter, actually. Most times everyone combines it into one, but what would you consider to be your deepest fear or your most irrational fear?
My deepest fear to be alone.
Yeah.
Because without having family or friends, you really don't have anything to lean on in times of stress or anything, so you don't have that emotional support.
Yep.
So depending on how tough you are, you break under the pressure. So my biggest fear is being alone, and the other one would be that I tend to speak a lot before I speak before I think, and it leads to a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I've been there. It's never turns
a
out
good
well.
Position to be in.
No, definitely have to remember, kids, if you're listening, think before you speak.
Oh yeah. Otherwise, you're going to be dealing with a lot of stuff in the future.
Oh yeah, in the future and in the present.
Mm-hmm.
But that is
Most
all
definitely.
I have for you. Is there anything I didn't ask you that I should have? Anything you would like to add, or before we get all your links in that?
No, I think that's it. I appreciate being on. Thank you for having me on.
Yes, no, thank you for reaching out and agreeing to be on as well. It was really awesome talking to you. You're really easy to talk to, and I can't wait to catch some Rocksmith tonight.
Oh hell yeah!
What time are you going live?
7 p.m. actually, CST.
CST. Okay, so 6 my time. Well, yeah, no, I should be around. Yeah, I'll be around to catch that. I have to make sure.
Very nice, very nice. And I also do I'll ask people what they want to hear based on what songs I have before I decide what I play. So I'll let people pick first.
Do you have any Chili Peppers?
I do, but the charts are broken. I have to actually try to find ones that start out real easy, and then as you play the song over and over, it gets tougher and tougher. So we'll add more notes and stuff as you play.
That's kind of cool then. It's at least then you're getting more advanced.
It builds up progression for you.
Yeah, no, that is awesome. So what I'll get you to do now then is drop any links you want to drop, Twitch, Twitter, Insta, any of those, and I'll also link them in the description as well.
My Twitch, KingBrawly, twitch.tv/KingBrawly, youtube.com/c/KingBrawly. My Instagram is obviously KingBrawly, and my Twitter is also KingBrawly.
KingBrawly, okay, perfect. And what I'll do is in the description, I'll link all that as well as your YouTube and everything, so people can find you there, so that they don't have to rush and grab a pen and paper. And other than that, that is perfect. So thank you very much. And everyone,
thank you for having me.
Yes, everyone listening, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to check out KingBrawly over on Twitch. Peace and love.
Thank you.
This concludes another episode of Behind the BS, Behind the Broadcasting Software. Please like and subscribe to be notified when the next episode drops. To find out how you could become a guest on Behind the BS, please email info@behindthebs.net or follow us on Twitter at behind_BS. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. Peace and love.